Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and our home team. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Detroit Lions are 3-4-1 through 9 weeks of the NFL season here. Their offense coming back out, CD, gives us a chance to kind of talk about their season. Every game seems to be the same, right? In Week 9, again, they're right there, and then they lose a close one against Oakland 31-24.
That is a great point. It does feel like when you watch Detroit play, they're in every game that they play. Sometimes they get over the top and get a win, but more times than not, something goes a little bit haywire. And that's why they're 3-4-1. Remember, this season started 2-0-1 and probably should have been 3-0 after blowing a big lead in the fourth quarter at Arizona. Now they get Chicago, at Chicago, home against Dallas, at Washington. If they want to make any kind of a move, it has to start in these 3 games.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Buddy Howell. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense for LSU back out there, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, Moss. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the ground, it's Livingston. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. A talented back that will help lead this offense today, Chris Ivory.
Love Chris Ivory. He's a guy who's battled and earned his way in this league and forces defenders to wear extra pads when they try to play against him.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Back to throw. Huntley. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
10 more there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Off the bootleg, Huntley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. On 1st down, they go option to the right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Herbert. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Johnson's got it complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown-to-interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
This will be a run with Livingston, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Off the play fake. Huntley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Salt Lake City with the football here to begin quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Back to throw. Huntley. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down now. Dyke. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Off play action. Herbert. He gets this one to Johnson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss, and he's stopped immediately there. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And the catch made by Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
He probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be, exactly what you said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
Now they disrupted already for 3 INTs. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw. Huntley. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. 2nd and 4. A gain of 3. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 6. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before break. Herbert, and this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Throwing on first down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run the option right here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. To throw on second down. Herbert. Dye's got it. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. He's got daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. On first down, they go option to the right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, he finds his man Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back live here now in Salt Lake City. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And the blitz does come. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 10 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LSU offense about set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And what a big-time play there. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's got his man on the out route. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here they go with Livingston. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who get 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 15 yards for the Lions there and a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready? 15, run. 51. Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense for LSU back out there, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's got Thompson here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On first down, Huntley. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Go.